Why is it? If you have a camera phone, take it now and take a picture of this slide. This will be your favorite slide. If you've read all 12 of my books, take a picture. This is the slide you want. You want to memorize this. You want to print this onto your wall. You want to teach your staff to use this slide. This is the most valuable slide out of the ones I will show you. There are 9 unique benefits to mobile that you cannot do on any other media. If you are in print, if you are in television, if you're in radio, if you're on the internet, these are the 9 things we can do in mobile that you cannot do on DVDs, you cannot do on broadband, you cannot do on digital radio, you cannot do in the movies. These are the 9 unique abilities. Here is where the money is made in our industry. Here is where loyalty is gained in this industry. Here is where audiences are measured in our industry. Here is where satisfied customers are created in mobile using these 9 unique abilities. Don't copy the internet. Don't copy the fixed landline telecoms business. Don't copy television or radio. Use these 9 unique abilities. Unique abilities you cannot do anywhere else. Here is where the magic is, where you get satisfied, happy customers. Take out your camera phone, take a picture of this. The slide is going quickly. You will not see it again today. Then you have to go online or somewhere and find it. 9 unique abilities in mobile. I will look at each one of these one by one and show you one statistic and one service example which relates to mobile advertising or mobile marketing. And I will try to keep my areas all to look at the emerging world. I come from Finland, I live in Hong Kong. I could give you 2 hours of examples of cool mobile advertising and marketing from Japan and Korea, from Finland and Sweden, from Hong Kong and Singapore, but that's not really relevant for Sri Lanka. So I'm going to take examples as much as possible that I have discovered recently from the emerging world and statistics from that area. So let's look at each one of the 9 unique abilities of mobile and start with obviously unique benefit number 1. Mobile is the first personal mass medium. Look at this in Egypt. 35%, 36, 35% response rate. They ran a campaign with opt-in customers, personalized. You have to ask permission, but when you get permission, you get this kind of magic. At its peak, 55% response rates. Over the whole campaign, 35% response rate by Adidas in Egypt. They can do it there, you can do it here. How about this from Pakistan? Absolutely wonderful case example. You know that there are older women who were in that type when they grew up where boys got to go to school and girls did not. So there are a lot of especially rural area older ladies in Pakistan who are still not literate. Their children get to go to school, their daughters learn to read and write, but the mothers do not. Or maybe this is the cousin who lives at the farm and never got to go to school. Now they have simple tutorials that we can work with mobile to teach them basic learning to read and write. Wonderful things we can do with mobile. Unique benefit number 2, mobile is permanently connected. Statistic from Turkey. This is from Renault. Renault ran a campaign via MMS to deliver tickets for a car show. When they launched it, the tickets sold out in 20 minutes. That's how fast mobile is. What can we do? Let's go to Bangalore here, just next door. Baba Job. Help find short-time work. You need someone to help a little bit with washing dishes at the restaurant. You need someone to paint your house. You need someone to do some gardening and short-type work. So you can help people find short-period work. You volunteer for this. You sign up for it. I can do some babysitting. I can do some indoor cleaning, etc. And then find the job opportunity. They had 100,000 people signed up for this just in Bangalore. Unique benefit number 3. Only mobile is always carried. From Romania, Vodafone, the operator, became the first operator on the planet which has achieved 50% opt-in of their customer base to mobile advertising. If Vodafone can do this in Romania, of course you can do this here. You just need to work at it. You ask your customer permission. You don't abuse your customers. You give them truly relevant, personalized, timely advertising and information in formats that your customers want. Do not spam your customers. Do not bother your customers. Give them relevant information. Romania can do 50%. Of course you can. What can we do with this? Look at this from South Africa. The Call Me service. If you are poor, if you ran out of money, if your prepaid account balance has gone to zero, and you want your friend to call you, because you cannot afford to call your friend, you can send a free Call Me message to anyone on any network in South Africa. And they can call you, and of course that person has money, so they will take it off their account. Wonderful advertising sponsored, simple little service. Helps promote your traffic. If you're an operator, you want this. This is a phone call that otherwise would not have happened. And the person who makes the call is happy to pay for it. Deploy this immediately if you don't have it already. Unique benefit number 4, mobile has a built-in payment mechanism. This is perhaps the most powerful ability of mobile. Look at the numbers from Kenya. M-Pesa launched 5 years ago. Today, of the total Kenya economy, the total GDP, 40% of the total Kenya GDP transits a mobile phone. You pay your rent on your mobile phone. You pay your car payment on your mobile phone. You pay your petroleum on your mobile phone. You pay your school fees on your mobile phone. Any store you go to, you get your haircut, you go, whatever you do, you pay the bus fare. Everywhere accepts mobile payment. Taxi, anywhere you go, you can pay by mobile. I know that here in Sri Lanka, you recently had the banking industry regulations, etc., have been enabled so that we can have mobile payments taking off here, and that's a very good sign. This was done in 5 years in Kenya, especially the people who do not have traditional bank accounts. They can now have electronic payments and money. We will look a little bit more at this a little bit later, but look what we can do with this. Nigeria, Guinness coupons. They were delivering SMS-based instant rewards for people to drink Guinness beer. Delivering 25,000 per day, had 36% redemption rates at the launch of campaign. Even 2 months later, they were doing 17% redemption rates on these coupons, on SMS. Simple SMS advertising. Wonderful. Unique benefit number 5. Mobile is available at the creative impulse. This is our camera phone. This is user-generated content. This is citizen journalism. Look at South Africa. If you have children in school, you want this immediately. South Africa ran an experiment with a textbook publisher called, I never remember this company, it's called Maskew Miller Longman. So they publish textbooks for schools. They had 4,000 students in 30 high schools participate in these mathematics practice exercises on their mobile phones. Simple Java-based application that you could have. Most feature phones can run this, not quite all phones, but in South Africa it was like 80%, 82% of the students had phones that can use these exams, these practices. When these students ran these mathematics exams and they had the national tests in South Africa, their math scores were 14% above the national average, 14%. That is a whole letter grade. If you have American-style grading here, meaning that A is perfect and F is failing, this is the difference on average for your kid who has normally struggled with mathematics and gets a D, now gets a C. Or your kid who is good in mathematics but not excellent and gets a B, now gets an A. If you have the European, German style of grading, where it is 10 is a perfect score and 4 is a failing score, it is again, 14% is one whole letter grade. Instead of a 6, your kid gets a 7. Instead of a 9, your kid gets a 10. Don't you want this for all of your kids in all of your schools now? Don't you want this for all of your kids, not just in mathematics? You want this in biology, in history, in English, in every single class taught in school. Of course you do. All kids have mobile phones. This is their favorite tool. They don't hate school. They want to learn their own way, at their own method, at their own pace. And mobile is a wonderful way to do that.